All right, so since it's summertime, I figured I'm gonna have a lot more time to be creative, a lot more free time, things like that. Honestly, the past couple months feel like I've been in a creative slump. Haven't really created much music, nor really felt the motivation to. And I feel like the longer that you wait on something to try to have a perfect song or a perfect moment, that motivation just slips away. And so I tell myself that I'm going to take the time this summer to be more disciplined in that area, and kind of just spend time perfecting my craft, especially because time is not stopping. And so I don't really have a plan for it. I just wanted to record, document the things that I end up doing. Whether or not I end up cooking up something nice or what, I just kind of want to document the process, and kind of gives me an excuse to be creative. And so, doesn't have a title right now, not really sure what's going to come of it, but I wanted to make a song today, and so I figured I would put it on camera. And so, a little bit of behind the scenes. Like I said, not really sure what's going to happen, but I feel good about it. So, let's get to work. So this is my setup. I basically make all my music in my room, and I'm about to show you what we're working with. So right here, got nothing more than a MacBook hooked up to a gaming monitor. Got this digital audio interface. This is a Motu M2. Started out with a Scarlett Solo back in high school, but then graduated to this right here. This is a Rode NT1 microphone, very affordable, very easy, just basic pop filter on there. So yeah, pretty clean setup, nothing too crazy. Whatever you got, you can create with it. And so literally all the recording, the mixing and mastering is done right here in this very spot. Nothing crazy, literally in my room. Also, by the way, I do own bed sheets. I'm not poor. I own bed sheets. Okay, they're in the wash right now. The songwriting process does take time, I'm not gonna lie. I've gone a couple months without putting anything down, and usually I don't even practice. I kind of just live life until I feel like the Lord gives me the green light. Until then, I just keep it pushing. But when it does come time to write, usually I can get it done within a couple hours. Hopefully that's the case tonight. Sometimes it could be months, weeks, without even any sort of inspiration, but when it does come, it's usually a diamond. Alright, so I think I finally came up with something that I like. I've got the whole song written down right here. It's about 7:55, almost 8 o'clock. What we're going to do next is just prep for recording. So we're going to go ahead and warm up the vocals right here with this steamer. And then we're going to get right in the booth. And so, yeah, let's go do that. Bro, I'm not going to lie. I think my weakest skill as an artist is writing hooks. And I don't know why it's so complicated, but for me, I struggle crazy writing hooks, bro. Like, the concept of just writing something simple and catchy and memorable for fans of all levels to enjoy is like the hardest thing for me. Like, to write something with no wordplay, with no double entendres, and none of that. I don't know why it's so hard. I feel like it should be the easiest thing. But to me, like, writing bars is way easier than writing a hook. I usually do the hooks last. I write all the bars first, and then I write the hook last, which is, I don't know if that's backwards or not, but it's so weird. Like, the simpler it is, the harder it is for me. And so, definitely got to work on that. I want a hook for this song. Don't have one yet, so I'm just going to get in there and record my bars, and then see if something pops into my head. But yeah, I don't know why. I really got to work on that. Alright, so now my favorite part of the process, we're going to be tracking the vocals. In other words, just recording. And so, yeah, I'm hyped. It's my favorite part. Usually I can get it done pretty quick, but I am a perfectionist, so I'll do a million different takes until I get the one that I want. But this is the best part of the process, and so it doesn't even feel like work. Let's get to it.
Yeah, okay, now let me tell a story about a captive from the flesh who was born to harbor sin and was condemned to certain death. This is not another record about a rapper trying to flex, but a simple testimony about the one who paid my debt.
Alright, that one was good. It could be a little bit better, so we're just gonna do it again. Pretty much all the way through, so let's do it.
Okay, now let me tell a story about a captive from the flesh who was born to harbor sin and was condemned to certain death. This is not another record about a rapper trying to flex, but a simple testimony about the one who paid my debt. And that's word the Messiah will rely on heaven sent. Got the church all on fire, son of David in the flesh. Got these church people crying, you are worthy to be blessed. Just to say I love your names, I need eternity of breath. So I'm here to break the silence. What's a goat to a lion? What's a prince to a king? What's a rock to a giant? A kill shot. No wonder every spirit so defiant. Go get answers to the question, what's the devil to Messiah?
Alright, so that's the recording process. I think it sounds good to me. Sometimes I'll go back, maybe the next day when I got a fresh set of ears, and just kind of re-listen to the vocals. But for now, I think I'm going to keep what I just did. We're going to get to some processing, and so we're going to do some mixing. I pretty much follow the same vocal chain for all of my songs, and so it should be very easy. This is probably, one of the easiest parts of the process. I kind of just tweak a little bit of the settings on my vocal chain, but yeah, so we're gonna get to mixing these ones. Okay, so for my vocal chain, it's nothing crazy. Simple 4 effects on the main mixer bus, and then I send that to a reverb bus, space delay, delay aux, doubler, and a parallel compressor. So that's 5 extra mix buses. Usually I play with the percentages so they're not all mixed to 100%. I usually put my reverb on 40%, my delay on 40%, my doubler on 40, sometimes 50. And then I'll send all 6 of those tracks over to a sidechain mix bus, which is then sidechained to the beat. So basically what that does is it encompasses the entire vocal and allows it to sit on top of the beat so that the heavy frequencies such as the 808s, the kick, the hi-hats, things like that, they don't take away from the vocal, because in a rap song, you usually want your vocal to be the most prominent element in the mix. And so for me, that's just a simple formula that I follow. Nothing crazy, but it works every single time. Bro, I just want to say I am not at all sponsored, but one of the best plugins I ever bought is FabFilter Pro Q. And what this is a vocal equalizer. That's what I use it for. It's for a lot of things. Just a multi-band equalizer where basically you can run through your drums, your synth, your strings, keys, any sort of instruments. I use the vocals. They literally come with like multiple presets for you in case you're lazy and you don't really know what you're doing. That was me. Like, I'm entirely self-taught, and so a lot of it's trial and error, a lot of it is YouTube videos, but something like this helps me a lot. And so I used to run with the default parametric equalizer on FL Studio, and it is just miles behind what FabFilter can offer you. And so just a helpful tip to anyone who's an independent artist. So for the remainder of this song, we do still have to lay down the chorus and some ad-libs. Honestly, I'll probably do that tomorrow, so it won't get finished on the video. But hopefully you guys appreciate a little bit of insight into this creative process. Like I said, not really sure what is going to come out of this, but I just wanted to have it on film. It also gave me an excuse to use my videography once again and get out of the creative slump that I've felt like I've been in for a couple months. And so more to come for sure. I want to be consistent with it over the summer, take more time to create and document and just share it with the world. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed, and when this song comes out, you'll know.
So I'm here to break the silence. What's a goat to a lion? What's a prince to a king? What's a rock to a giant? A kill shot. And one day every spirit so defiant go get answers to the question, what's the devil to Messiah? Straight sucker, that's all he is. Couldn't take a win against the God of all creation. nation, so he picking on the kids. Demons taking over ballots, how they love to politic. This is hell in operation, can't you see they wanna win? They ain't gonna get a vote from me. Like the days of Noah, need a boat to stay afloat. The sea of judgment coming close with every wicked act of blasphemy. Ain't in their control, and so they label Christians close to freaks. Still ain't diagnosing me. This for the champion who paid it on the cross. Rose again, won it all, beat the odds. Hallelujah to the one the grave lost. We say praise to the king, death to the false gods. This for the champion who paid it on the cross. Rose again, won it all, beat the odds. Hallelujah to the one the grave lost. We say praise to the king, death to the false gods.